Welcome back. Well, Noel, we're getting this line of showers and a few thunderstorms moving through, but then there's sunshine behind it.
Yeah, what a mix of everything, but it's just a brush, Ben. So you're going to deal with sunshine, but you're also going to deal with some brief heavy downpours. And it's fairly damp, some slippery spots there on College Avenue over in Houghton. And there is a thunderstorm off in the distance, just west, I would say, of the Portage Bridge at this hour. Here's College Avenue. It's beautiful. Got some fall colors shining on through before we get those gales picking up towards the weekend. It is 53 degrees over in Houghton and Hancock, and we are under low pressure. No more high pressure across upper Michigan. And the rain reports in the last 24 hours, I thought there would be higher numbers, but nonetheless, it's created some wet spots across, especially the Keweenaw, Dodgeville, over half an inch of rainfall. These are totals at a quarter of an inch or more from Randville to Gwinn. So areas of central UP and along the Wisconsin border got some rainfall today. Temperatures are still above the average, the historical average, 57 degrees. You got some 60s around Munising, Newberry, and even Lawrence and the Wisconsin border. So eventually we're in for a cool down. Embrace what we have, every little bit of warmth that we have before this turn to this autumn chill. And surface temperatures, Great Lakes temperatures around 60 degrees, I would say, on the average Lake Superior, and then Lake Michigan and the Straits of Mackinac, about mid-60s. But I've been keeping an eye on these surface temperatures. They're a few degrees warmer compared to the same time last year. So you factor in some warmer lake surface temperatures and the cooler air moving in aloft, the lake effect will take quite an effect early this fall. Now here's scattered rain and thunderstorms across west and central upper Michigan, pushing towards the eastern counties tonight. And as we move to zoom out on the picture here, the big low moving across the northern plains of Canadian prairies. Once that passes us into Saturday, we're going to talk about this cool stretch across upper Michigan for much of the 7-day forecast. Tonight, scattered rain, a few thunderstorms will taper off late over the western UP, lows in the 40s, and for the central counties, same. Tapering into the late evening hours, they'll continue over the eastern counties, the rain and thunderstorms, before tapering off into the early morning hours of Friday. Gusty winds from the west through southwest, 25 miles per hour. The wind's only going to pick up, becoming 25, 30 miles per hour for tomorrow. Scattered rain, an isolated mix over the highlands west into the evening. Yes, there's going to be a few snowflake surprises for the high terrain, and I can't rule out for the central UP tomorrow too. Central and eastern counties, we could be dealing with some afternoon thunderstorms before that full transition into that lake effect rain for late Friday through Saturday. And this is the hour by hour for tonight. So thunderstorms tracking eastward into the late evening hours. We get a little bit of a break from the rain for the western central UP. And then the next wave, lake effect rain, as a northwest wind starts gusting over 20, 30 miles per hour over the western and central UP into Friday afternoon. They'll be moving towards the eastern counties into Friday evening. And once we get a little more shot of cold air aloft, there it is, the chance for a few snowflakes across the interior highlands from Baraga County, Marquette County, even across the western interior along that Wisconsin border. So brace for the coolness coming along the way and prepare for the gales. Remember what Ron Matson showed us from last year, October gales around Black Rocks. It's just that time to not be hanging around the beaches because there's beach erosion. There is minor flooding to watch out for. In addition to, we have to secure our stuff outside, Ben. So that's what's going on for these next 7 days. Be ready.
All right, thank you, Noel. And remember, on the free TV 6 and